Yeah, I mean, certainly credit to Villanova. They played well. Very disappointed in our certainly our first half, definitely the first quarter, and just obviously recently our level of defense. We're giving up too many points. We're letting people make too many shots. It's again, Villanova puts a lot of pressure on you. They're a very good team. They came in highly competitive because of the game they had Friday night, and I didn't have us ready for that like I should have, and they took advantage of it. And by the time we played the way we're capable of, we were too far behind.
Coach, one of the players that have been missing a lot of time as of late is Uriah Scott. And finally, were able to get her some. I know she was cleared late, I think, yesterday. But how impressed were you, based on her limited practice time, coming to give you 12 good minutes in the second half?
Yeah, it was good to get her some minutes. I thought she kind of picked up where she left off, staying physical, getting to the basket, did some decent things defensively. She gives us a lot of versatility, so it's good to have her back, and certainly looking forward to that moving forward.
Now, Villanova had a tough night shooting the ball on Friday from beyond the arc. I think they were like 2 of 29. Today they came out and they were just raining threes. Now, is it something different that they were doing, or was it just a matter of them taking those open shots?
Well, I think it was something different that we were doing compared to what Creighton did, to be very honest. We did not execute. Now, they made a couple. Olsen made a tough one in the second half. The last one Segrist hit, I thought, was a tough one. Other than that, we did not have the urgency we needed to on a consistent basis to contest them. Burke is a really good shooter, and it's what she does. And we let her get 2 really clean looks right away. And I think that allowed them to feel really confident, and we didn't have the urgency to get them out of it. And they're a very good passing team, and they rained them.
Jim, just looking at the schedule, the first 2 Big East games are against 2 teams in the top 25. And one of those, obviously, Villanova gets beat by another team in the top 25. Can you just speak to the strength at the top of the league and how difficult it is for teams who might be on the outside looking in to break into that?
Yeah, I think, first of all, I don't know if nationally the country realizes how good this league is. I mean, there's really, really good players. There's really, really good coaches. And that goes, like, I don't think we're a bad team. And we've gotten beat back to back pretty badly. I think we've played poorly at times. You play poorly against a lot of these teams, and it's not going to go your way at all. So I think Villanova they've got one of the best players in the country, who's also maybe the most competitive kid in the country. And they've got a lot of kids getting better, and they run their stuff really well. UConn is playing as well as anyone. Creighton is really, really talented. And maybe I don't know if there's another team who knows who they are better than Creighton. Marquette, went down to one of the tournaments and beat Texas and some other teams. They're really good. And DePaul has an All-American. St. John's is undefeated. I could keep going. Seton Hall has a ton of talent. I could keep going on. So I don't think people realize how good this league is, or what a grind January and February is going to be in our league. Because obviously UConn is UConn, but Villanova is really good. Creighton's really good. And there's another 8 teams that are going to fight like heck every night. So it's good.
You obviously have a very good base of talent with Janae and that big sophomore class who shows significant amount of promise. How much gap is left for them to bridge to maybe be competitive in some of these games and ultimately steal it?
Yeah, I think the execution side of things just isn't at the consistent basis. Villanova, Creighton, those guys put a lot of pressure on you that you have to execute your defense every possession. You have to communicate, you have to be in position, and then you have to execute the play. And they still may score. And we're not 100% there yet. We're 60, 65, and that's where we're at. And that's the next step. And I could carry it over offensively, free throws, finishing in the paint. We're getting some of the stuff we're pretty good at. And we're not taking advantage of it like we can. And as you're trying to climb, the challenge with that is you're fighting an uphill battle. How do you put that away and just focus on getting better so that climb gets a little easier? And that's where we are right now.
Can you talk a little bit about how you've seen Maddie's game grow even in the past year?
I'd really rather talk about how I'd like to see her game go away. The thing and she is as good a scorer as I've coached against. her competitive nature is off the charts. It's just one of those things you can't measure. But 2 years ago, she hit a three at the buzzer basically to will them into overtime and beat us. We knew that her first shot, no matter what it was going to be, was probably going in today just because of how competitive she is. I didn't think we did a horrible job on her today. I thought Archibald and Cook worked really hard on her, and it wasn't like we said, hey, let's not give her layups, let's not give her free throws and putbacks. I don't know. I mean, she had the one putback right before half where Shepard fouled her. I'm not sure how much else she got other than stuff she made with a defender around her. That's her growth. She's able. She really will take advantage of a mismatch. If you're smaller, she'll shoot over you. If you're bigger, she'll move you around a lot. But now she's also figured out how to take advantage of multiple defenders too. And she's competitive, she's talented, she's smart. And I hope she's getting her degree. So.
Coach, moving forward, you go out of Big East play now for a couple of years back to the non-conference. You've got Brown University and Central Connecticut coming out next week. What are you looking to see out of your team for a response?
Honestly, a little anger. I thought at times today we showed a little of that. I think we've got a lot more to give in that aspect. And then just a consistent level of execution. There's too many details being skipped out on. And obviously a lot of that's on me to demand it. A lot of it's on experience. And it's just where we are right now that we've got to get through it. All right. Thank you.